Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Science of Golf Performance. My name is Bobby and I'm the Director of Physical Therapy and Research here at Par for Success. And today we're going to talk briefly about how to have a well-structured pre-round warm-up routine. There's probably a ton of videos on this topic. If you're struggling to get loose during your first couple holes, or maybe even it takes you a whole 9 holes to get loose for your round of golf, this is the video for you. We're going to kind of summarize everything that we do here at Par for Success into a quick little whiteboard video so you can immediately take this actionable information into your next round. So first thing I want to talk about, you might have seen some of our other videos and we're going to continue to hammer this point forever and ever, but your body has 4 main rotational centers. 4 main rotational centers that are going to affect your golf swing. You're going to have your neck, your upper back, your shoulders, and most importantly, your hips. The very first thing I would say is if you don't know how generally flexible you are in those 4 areas, go figure that out first. We have a home assessment. It's completely free. It's very simple. You can do it in front of a mirror. You can do it while you videotape yourself. It's very easy to do. You can email us and see how you stack up compared to the thousands of golfers we worked with on, again, your 4 main rotational centers. Again, that's your neck, your upper back, your shoulders, and most importantly, your hips. So the very first thing I'm going to say is understand where your body is on those rotational centers before you do anything else. Now, most of you watching this video are probably serious golfers. You're trying to improve your game, and you've probably worked with a swing coach or a technical instructor as well. Before you can develop a good pre-round warm-up, I would suggest that you have an idea of what your body likes to and doesn't like to do in your golf swing. If you have trouble getting back in your backswing, maybe you have trouble rotating through your hips through impact, knowing those things can help you develop a good pre-round routine in combination with knowing where you are in your 4 rotary centers. We worked with so many people that are sent to us from the instructors we work with here in North Carolina that are having trouble rotating their hips or using their legs in their golf swing, and it's entirely because of where their body is. So let me jot that down real quick. I want you to know 2 things: your technique, and I want you to know your body. All right, now, if we know all this information, we can design an efficient and effective pre-round warm-up routine. The number one thing I'm going to say needs to be in part of your routine is some type of leg or hip warm-up exercise. Now, what specifically that is going to depend, again, on these 2 things. If you're having trouble rotating through your hips, you might need an exercise that will increase the internal rotation of your lead hip especially. You might need to do some mobility work with the lacrosse ball. Maybe you have plenty of mobility, but you're struggling to get power into the ground. If that's the case, then maybe you should do some type of lunges, squats, maybe even some jumps before you hit the range, before you start hitting balls. Number one thing, though, is we have to loosen up and warm up our hips. All right? Now, the number 2 thing is going to be entirely specific to, again, these 2. It's going to depend on your swing technique and what your body is able to do. Now, I know a lot of y'all spend hours before the round starts warming up and loosening every part of your body, just like myself. Just kidding, I usually get there about 5 minutes before tee time. I have my friends check me in, and I have to Venmo them later. So what I want you to do is come up with a routine that is very, very quick to do and hits your important areas. So number 2 is going to be entirely customized to what you need. Say you struggle with casting the club in your downswing. Say you've gotten assessed and your shoulders are really tight. That would be the number 2 thing I would say you need to work on. Say that you really struggle following through because your trunk stops rotating after impact. Maybe you need to work on a technical move that'll help you feel that rotation. Maybe your upper back is super tight and you need to work on rotating there. So number 2, I'm going to say, is going to be completely customized. The number 3 thing is going to entirely depend on how much time you have. Okay, if you're someone who does a good job of planning ahead, and having a good pre-round routine from maybe an hour to even an hour and a half before your tee time, you can fill in any sorts of swing drills and body drills you want to in number 3. However, these first 2 things, again, your hips and then a very customized specific area of your body that you struggle with, are absolutely the most important things. An analogy I usually like to use, however, that can help you get ready quicker for your round of golf is a little joke, right? When you see a lion in the Sahara Desert, you notice that they don't warm up before they go chasing an antelope, right? The lion is always prepared to go try to catch its food. What we like to do at Par for Success is have you work some mobility moves or maybe some other type of warm-up stretches into a simple daily routine. It's not necessarily about doing these things that one time before you play golf. It's about making sure that you address your body's limitations and your technical errors on a routine basis, right? If you're doing some type of exercise to increase your mobility in those 4 rotary centers at least once per day, I guarantee you won't need much more than these top 2 things to get ready for your round of golf. If you're not spending that time throughout the week, you probably need to spend a little bit more time before that round to get ready. Otherwise, try to do something into your daily routine, even as simple as a couple of minutes, to work on, again, where you've assessed your technical and your body problems lie. Hope this information was helpful. If you have any specific questions on exercises you can do that would loosen up your hips, get you to use the ground more in your golf swing, we have tons of videos on our YouTube channel, and we have a lot of other quick discussions like this at the whiteboard that'll talk to you in more detail about every single part. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on social media or online. Feel free to like this video if you felt it was useful, share it with your golfing pals, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.